Good morning, class. So today we are going to learn a very interesting topic that is related to our inhabitual activity of a human being. Okay, so long period ago, in medieval period, there were people who used to travel from one place to another, and they used to keep traveling, keep traveling. They were not stopping or settling anywhere. But one day, what happened? They suddenly decided that this is enough. We can't travel this much. We have to select a place which is suitable for us, and we have to stay there. We have to settle there. So one day they stopped. Now tell me one thing. Do they are going to settle in a place there is no ability of water, food, cloth and shelter? Yes. Do you are going to stay there where no necessities are available, no foods, no clothes, no water? Yes. Will you stay there? Do we are going to settle there? No, right? So the geographical factors matters a lot. Wherever they find that geographical factors are suitable for themselves, they used to settle there. Okay, so this thing is called human settlement. Okay, so today we are going to learn about this topic that is called human settlement. Can you all see the picture on the screen? Right? See the first picture, what is it? A picture of a hilly region, right? So, do you are going to go and stay there, settle there? No, right? Yes. See the second picture. What is in the second picture? A village is settled nearby a river. Can you tell me why they have been settled beside a river? Yes, very good. Because of the availability of water. Very good. See the third picture. What is it about? Yes. Yes. A metropolitan city. Yes. Are you going to go and settle there? Are you going to go and settle over that metropolitan city? Yes or no? Yes. Why? Because it is developed. There would be more sustainability of things that are useful for a living of human being, right? Modern lifestyles, then you have tremendous amount of employment, then job opportunities you have, right? Then business opportunity also you have there, right? So we will all go and settle in a metropolitan city if we get a chance though, right or not? Okay. Yes, so what we get till now that human settlement is depend upon some geographical factor, right? Some geographical factors that affects human settlement. Tell me one thing, do you are going to live there where there is a no employment opportunities available? Yes? No. Why no? Yes, because if there is no availability of job opportunities, then you will not earn and you cannot live a sustainable life of human being. Yes, you cannot fulfill your necessities, you cannot fulfill your wants, right? Yes. But some people do not migrate in search of new opportunities. As for example, a farmer who has a fields does not migrate from his village to the cities because his main occupation is agriculture, right? They make their houses beside the field that they could watch their fields continuously and they can stay there. Okay, so some people do not migrate anywhere from their original place as they know that their main occupation is agriculture. Then what is the motive of moving on another place, right? Yes, some people like who lives in the coastal areas, right? It is not that developed, but they have their main agriculture as fishing. The coastal line peoples has their main occupation as fishing, so they do not settle anywhere in the metropolitan city or a urban places which is more developed than their village they are staying. Why? Because they have their job opportunities there itself. The fishing is their primary occupation, so they do not prefer to settle any other place. Yes, now tell me students, can you all live without your necessities? Like whatever your necessities are, can you live away from that? No, obviously no. The people lived in a metropolitan city cannot settle in a village. But there are some tribal people who settle in their places, like they have a small tribe and they live in the jungles where they make the necessities from the available resources they have in the jungles, right? In the forest itself, what they have, they make their things out of it and they use it. They do not depend upon the man-made other things that are made of plastic, that are made of thermocol, cardboard, right? They only use the natural things that they can make from the available resources in the forest, right? Understood? There are some people like this also. Yes, as I explained you earlier, that some people like farmers who have their primary occupation as agriculture settle in their rural place, right? Some people who have fishery, who lives in coastal lines, have their main occupation as fishery, so they do not leave their place, right? So what happens because of this? Because of this, the rural population increases. What happened? The rural population increases, right? Now listen to one thing carefully. The people gets more and more the more they demand. Have you listened this? Yes, the more you get, the more you demand. So the people living in metropolitan city does not stop here. By living metropolitan city, they think beyond. It's like they want to go at the cities that are more metropolitan cities, right? So like this, what happened? The rural peoples are settling in the urban places and the urban peoples are going and settling in the metropolitan cities. What happened due to this? The population shifts towards the metropolitan city, right? You have noticed that the village has less population, the urban places have more population than the rural places, and the metropolitan city has a huge amount of traffic, huge amount of people in there making pollution, crowd, etc., etc., right? Have you listened on it? Not this, you notice, you have noticed this, right? You agree, right? Okay. So there are a lot of matters that affect human settlement. Like, you are not going to go and stay at a place where there is no availability of natural resources, not only natural resources but your necessities, right? If there is no necessities is there, then you're not going to go and settle there. Is that right or not? Yes. So this is what we have to learn in human settlement. Further we will learn in next class. Okay, so let me take a short revision about what we have learned today. So we have seen today that what is human settlement and what are the geographical factors that affect human settlement, right? Yes? Okay. So now take some questions that you have to solve as your homework.